Nikita Patrick Ali, age 33, died September 25th. Community funeral home in Sylacauga announcing. Tommy Corbett passed away late last week, and funeral service will be for Mr. Corbett will be on Wednesday, and Curtis and Son Funeral Home will be in charge of those arrangements. And that's Tammy Corbett, not Tommy Corbett, Tammy Corbett. Tammy was only 33 years old, lived here in Sylacauga, and those arrangements will be announced. I know the service will be on Wednesday at Curtis and Son Funeral Home. Also in obituary news this morning, Mr. Calvin Edmonds Jr. Died on Sunday, and the visitation will be tonight 5 till 7 at Curtis and Son North, with a funeral service tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. from Sylacauga Church of Christ on Broadway, burial in the Evergreen Cemetery, Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel directing. And Joyce Patterson died on Saturday in Madison, Alabama, at Madison Hospital, Curtis and Son Funeral Home announcing. Mr. James Peeler died on Sunday, Curtis and Son Funeral Home announcing the arrangements. Dorothy Gale Royals, age 80 of Sylacauga, died September 23rd. Visitation is today, 12:30 till 2 o'clock at Radley Smith Funeral Home Chapel, with a funeral service to follow at 2 in the chapel, with the Reverend Tommy Thornton officiating. Burial in the Green Hill Cemetery of Childersburg, Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga directing. And funeral service for Mrs. Daphne Williams, age 56 of Sylacauga, is noon today at Great Bethel Baptist Church in Alexander City. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery here in Sylacauga, Armour's Memorial Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements. And funeral service for Sergeant John E. Cox will be 2 o'clock Tuesday at Wright's Funeral Home Chapel in Alexander City, with interment in the New Life Memorial Gardens. Visitation this evening, 5 till 7 o'clock at the funeral home. Wright's Funeral Home in Alexander City in charge of the arrangements. This obituary report brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg, for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.